What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Guys, I always like starting off these videos with something inspirational, something that you guys can look forward to in your not too distant future. So this was a trade that I personally took at the beginning of this week, and that trade made me almost $4,000 in profit, guys. You can see it at the bottom right of your screen. There are different ways that you guys can go about making money from the markets, and most of you are probably very familiar with buying stock, but the problem with that is you have to wait quite a bit of time for it to actually yield results, sometimes even years. I'm in the business of making money in these markets, guys, and the best way to do that is through the options market. And this was an options trade, okay? This was a call option on Micron. That trade went up 60%. Guys, there is nowhere else in the world that's going to give you this level of compounding on your money, where you can make 60, 80, 100% plus in, I'm talking 24 hours. There is nothing like it in the market. So that's why I'm trying to get you guys to get involved in it, because the reason why I started this channel was so that the everyday person who feels like they're not making enough from their regular job has a way to make more money, okay? Has a way to increase and boost their income, so ultimately they can live better lifestyles, because that's exactly what the market did for me. And I want it to do is, change as many people's lives as possible, through the markets, and that's the aim here. So if you guys aren't already taking maximum advantage of the markets, and you guys see I come on and every week I'll show you my activity and what I've taken, etc., etc. You guys can see it before your eyes. So if you aren't already taking advantage of it, you're definitely doing yourself a massive disservice, right? You must get involved in the markets. You must get involved in the options market. There's a whole heap of money there waiting for you, guys. Literally just waiting for you, okay? So as always, guys, it's not just me who is taking these trades. It's myself and the community. And in the video that I did a couple of days ago, I showed you the profits of some of the members there. And some of these members are making thousands on these trades. There's no reason why you can't do that. If everyday people are tapping into the markets and making several hundreds, several thousands every single week, guys, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Okay, so make sure you tap in to the community. The link for that is down below in this video. It's going to be a whole heap of activity from now till the 31st of December. And the key thing is you want to make sure that you are immersed in that, you're taking advantage of that. Because as I said, there's a whole heap of money waiting for you in these markets. That's just the reality of things. So guys, I want to, I've been in the markets for a while now, 8 years strong, almost coming up to a decade, and I've seen a lot of things. And my aim is to share that experience with you guys and help you on your journey to becoming elite, right? That mastery level where, you're using the markets to your maximum advantage. And over the years, one thing I learned is that you have to have a bias, okay? So that just means a view. For those of you guys who don't know, it just means you have to have a view on what the market is going to do. So when I first started, and what a lot of you guys, the beginners, what you'll find yourself doing is, if you want to go ahead and take a trade, random, let's just say you're going to trade Tesla, you're going to go straight to Tesla stock, and you're going to either go long or short or do whatever you're going to do there. That's a problem. And that's what so many people in the markets do. I'm talking about over 90%. They'll just go straight to whatever they want to trade, and they'll just go long or short. That trade that I shared with you and all my trades, I don't do that. And that's just because, again, I have almost a decade of experience in the markets, and I've learned a whole heap of things over that time. That's allowed me to get to this point where it's very easy to extract money from the markets, and it'll be very easy for you guys to do so as well. So you always got to have a bias. So before you actually take a trade, before you take a position, you want to have that bias. That is just your view, your overall view on where the market is. Is the market strong? Is the market weak? And then you can then proceed to go ahead and take a trade based on your bias. And you never want to deviate from your bias. Just that little trick alone is just going to massively elevate your win rate. All right, you will see. So, what the media will kind of put out there today is they're going to highlight the fact that the market is dropping. Side note, I did tell you guys in the last video, we should expect some noise, and we got that. So the media will, latch on to that, and that's all you're going to hear. All you're going to hear is, market's dropped, however many percent, this stock's down, that stock's down. But again, that's what beginners will do. They'll get roped into what the media is putting out there, and it will just kind of throw them off course. I'll show you guys a very quick and simple way to actually form a solid bias that you can then go ahead and take a trade on, because you can't rely on what the media is saying or what's out there. That's just not over the years, the almost decade-long experience I've had, you basically just switch off from the news. It's not going to provide any useful guidance on direction or bias. It's just going to throw you off course. So a very easy way that you can go ahead and just set your bias. Remember, your bias comes first, whether it's positive or negative, and then the trade comes after that. So I'll just pick a couple of stocks. Tesla just being one, for example. First one that came to mind, or just some heavy hitters in the market, right? So some names that are, let's say, 500 billion in market cap and above. Then you want to see what they're actually doing. So are they in a position of strength, or are they in a position of weakness? So in this case, yes, we have seen that Tesla is down 7%, which looks on the surface like it is in a bad place. But when you actually look at just some very basic levels, guys, just levels like structural levels in the charts, there's one right here. You can see that it's way above that structural level. It's only when it drops below that structural level, then it's in a position of weakness. So Tesla, as we're currently speaking right now, despite that 7% move, is still exceptionally strong. So the bias here is positive. Let's go for another one. So I'll just pick Nvidia. Again, another one that came to mind. So another one that's down today, down about 4%. So all things considered, it's a pretty significant move lower. However, where is this? What is it doing structurally? Well, it's still above that key $117 level. So even though it's dropped that 4% today, it's still above that key structural level. So again, just like Tesla, our bias is strong, and you could do that on a couple other names out there. And I could do it on Google, for example. Just do it very quickly. You can see, all right, so this is off like 2%. But if we look at a very key structural level, you've got a couple going on here. A main one being like around here of around $182. We're above that. So you can see that even though the market is down, we very quickly formulated our bias, and our bias is still strong. Our bias is still positive. And then what you do is you then trade in that direction. Okay, so just having that step before you actually take a move going to massively increase your success. And that's been, amongst other things, that's been a real game changer in terms of my activity and my success. And that's how I'm able to produce these trades and these 5-figure trades all the time, guys. It's just, again, just taking steps like this where you just form a quick bias before you take the trade. It's a game changer. So anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next video.